Hello. Yeah, I'm in Tangier now, and it's been really beautiful. I can't believe that I'm only here for a few days because it's been really spectacularly beautiful, especially after coming from first Marrakesh and then Fez. Tangier has a lot of the elements that I really like, and then a lot of differences that are also really nice. So similar to Fez, when you have like the old city, the Medina, and also most of the city, and then when you get out of that, there's like a beautiful perimeter of just like beautiful nature. And so that's kind of the case here. Only instead of rolling mountains or rolling hills, it's ocean, ocean and gardens and rocks, cliffs. There's a noticeable American influence as well. Oh, there are some prayers coming up. Can you hear them? I thought at first that the prayers were only because it was Ramadan, but in the days since, I mean, it's only been like 2 days. Well, I think there's still some happening in the distance, but less. Yeah, it's been neat being in a place that has multiple prayers a day that are being announced on loudspeakers so everyone hears them and everyone is aware that they're happening. And I mean, I'm not doing the same thing, but when they come on, it's a good reminder for me to take a moment to experience gratitude and to keep in mind and keep it present in the forefront of my mind that there's a lot to be grateful for. And just having that sort of like connection with spirit. So I actually kind of enjoy that element of being here, even though I'm, not Muslim. Um, I think it's kind of powerful being in a place where everyone collectively is praying at the same time. I think that's interesting. I did get kind of sick in the last couple days of Fez. I had a bit of a sore throat. Not horrible, but enough that I think on the night before, or like the day before I left Fez, I ate and drank so much that day. I was just constantly eating and drinking, trying to soothe my throat. And and then when I was on the train over here, I was just blowing my nose constantly. And so my time in Tangier, I've been mostly sick. And I'm still kind of sick, but mostly better. But it's interesting. Like I can hear that something is going around. Like when I started feeling sick, I started hearing other people being sick. So these things kind of ripple through us. But despite that, I've had a really nice time on my first day. So I arrived like so Eid starts at like sunset at the end of Ramadan, and that was when I arrived in Tangier. So it was a bit hectic that day because I was just getting really sick. So I ended up just not doing very much. But the next day was like big festival time, right? So there were balloons everywhere. People are wearing their like nicest robes, and just like lots of family times. There were people having picnics, people like, on motorcycles going around the city. And generally there was like just this lightness, this happiness everywhere. I walked along the beach and was offered a free ride on a horse, so I got to ride a horse along the beach in the morning. And then later on in the day, I was just exploring the beauty of near the ocean, and someone gave me some cookies. I also was given like free tea. Like I ordered tea. I planned on paying, and people just paid for my teas. It was just like a strong spirit of giving. And I went to a place called the Buena Vista Tangier Club, and they have live music every night. I think it was a night when people were sort of doing kind of karaoke meets live music. Oh, and I went to the Hafa Cafe, which is legendary. I didn't really know much about it, but I guess that's where like Allen Ginsberg and William Burroughs and like a lot of major artists of like the 60s spent a lot of time and worked on what they were writing. So I think some of Howl might have been written in the Hafa Cafe. So I went there. I did do some writing there, actually. I worked on my book a little bit. And it was really gorgeous. I was there for sunset one day, and then the next I checked it out again during the day. And during the day is incredible because you just see the beautiful ocean in front of you. I took a picture actually of my view, so maybe I'll post that. Yeah, and then like after that I went out to I just explored the city a little bit more, and I came across a donkey museum, which I was just kind of charmed by the idea of a donkey museum, and I wasn't sure what to expect. It was free admission, so I just went on in, and there was like a lot of really incredible art. Like I was actually very impressed, and there was a lot of like movie posters framed on the wall. There was like a bookshelf of donkey related books, and there was like the rooftop terrace was beautiful. There were some beautiful murals on the rooftop terrace featuring donkeys. And while I was there, I saw a poster advertising cruelty-free meals. Then in the evening, I explored the Medina. I had dinner out in the Medina, and it was really beautiful. I was on like a rooftop, terrace again. Morocco is best lived in rooftop terraces. Yeah, it's really, really beautiful at night. And I think I'm learning that Morocco is kind of a night-oriented place. And then today, I checked out a local hammam. I'm so glad that I went with like the local experience. Not only did it only cost me like, the price of a cup of coffee, but I also was doing my own washing, and it was like very casual, and a bunch of other people were there. We're all just naked and bathing and hanging out in a steam room, and I really liked the sort of like communal vibe to it. It was a really good experience. I wasn't sure what to expect, but I'm really glad that I got to do that. And now my my skin is so soft because I took off all the dead skin, and then when I was done, I massaged a bunch of argan oil into all of my skin, so my skin is just like buttery smooth. I definitely wish that was a weekly experience like it is in Morocco. And then after the hammam, I checked out that restaurant that was like cruelty-free meals, and it was so good. not only was the food incredible, and this place has like multiple levels, right? So there's like the first floor that is like dark and sort of sensuous, like romantic kind of like candlelit vibes. And then you go up to the next floor and that's sort of like a coffee house lounge vibe. And then you go up another floor and that's sort of like a garden terrace, and then there's another terrace above that, and those ones are more sunny. And so all of this is, it's a riad, so it's all around this sort of like square courtyard kind of layout that is really common here. So it's just absolutely gorgeous. Plants everywhere. Food was incredible. They're really nice people. They have like an artist residency that I think I want to learn more about because living there sounds like a dream. Yeah, so I think tomorrow I'm going to get back into Europe and then head through Spain and Portugal, and then I'll be heading to Ireland. So I'm really glad that I've had this time to rest and recover and just about ready to do the rest of the journey. I hope you're doing well, and if you're also dealing with being sick, I hope that you get lots of rest. Talk to you soon. Bye.